It's day 2 on Inis Mór, so spend the day exploring with us. We started the morning with a bowl of cereal and a coffee outside our wee glamping pod, and then we got on our bikes for the day. The helmets are so icky. Please just don't say anything. I know I look so bad. We decided to take the green route around the island today because apparently the green route is less hilly than the red route, and you also get to see the seal colony on the green route. Why have all the seals decided to just stay on this one beach? I'd love to know. But anyway, we cycled to Kilmervy Beach, and there were people who just got married doing a little photo shoot on the beach, and then we found this little jewellery shop and I bought this bracelet. I love it. The jewellery shop is right at the bottom of Dunangasa. You leave your bike and then you kind of have to hike up the last 20 minutes, half an hour, and this... Guys, if you're afraid of heights, I'm sorry, look away now. It's so cool up here. This is an old stone fort used for protection of the island. It's not for the faint-hearted up here. If you're anyway scared of heights, stay away from here. People were sitting dangling their legs off the edge. That was definitely too far for me, and there's nothing to protect you from falling off the edge. It's so scary. But if you're going to Dunangasa and you see this little food truck, it's called Blaheen's, go and get the peanut butter cookies. We got one, it was so nice. We went back and bought another one to take home, and we were recommended by the locals to try the lobster rolls. I'm going to do a whole separate video on this seafood food truck because it's so good. And then we started what was unbeknownst to us an absolute trek to try and find Pól na Bhéist, also known as the Wormhole. You might recognise it from the Red Bull cliff diving. This place is so hard to find. You're just walking across loose rock and cliff face for so long, following only the little red arrows on the ground. And we wanted to swim here, but we know it can be very dangerous, so we said to each other, if we see other people swimming, then we'll swim. But as soon as we arrived and we saw how strong the waves were and how high the tide was, we knew it was too dangerous. We took one look at the waves and decided not to swim, and then 2 boys arrived and they decided they were going to swim, which was a crazy decision because watch the tide change here. This is one of the scariest moments I've ever been part of because he was about to jump off that rock and look at the waves. He was taking his time trying to psych himself into jumping because he was too scared, and all I can say is thank God he was too scared, because if he had jumped he wouldn't have come out of there. There's no phone service out here, there's nobody around, there's nobody coming to help you if you get into trouble swimming there. It honestly really wobbled us a wee bit, so please do be careful if you're thinking of swimming there, and that definitely called for a pint afterwards. We headed back to the glamping pods because we were booked into the sauna. If you're staying in the glamping pods, you have unlimited access to the sauna, and the glamping pods are right on the beach, so you can jump into the sea or you can use the cold shower. There's not really any takeaway options on the island, but we got a takeaway pizza from the Bayview restaurant, so we sat in our wee glamping pod and we had that and watched the sun go down and the moon come up. We also had the leftover man of Aaron fudge from yesterday, the cookie we got from Blaheen's today, and we had some chocolate, so we had all that with a cup of tea. Before our ferry home the next day, we just spent the whole morning reading, and we actually booked the ferry that goes home via the cliffs of Moher, so we got to see the cliffs of Moher from the sea level. It was so cool. We also got to see the shipwreck on Inis Mór. This is the shipwreck in the opening credits of Father Ted, and we got to see the burn on the way home. It was so cool. Our ferry also dropped us back